it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Now it's my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
What? 180! DC! Hey, 76! 76! 76!
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Super one.
Here's Gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Gone. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Ready up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off. Fight.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
40. 20. We got it. Man, we're close.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hold on. Check.
Throwing on third. Goff. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
X3, 218, chop.
I'm here all day.
Go.
Watch it.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, set. Hey, dude.
Check curls. Check 52, come on.
Now.
Man, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, Mike,
Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Ric Flair.
Hey, 4-1 Mike. I don't think you got it, son.
Now gone. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. But anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Set. 15 line. 15 line. Yeah.
Me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Go.
Mike 29. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's it, baby.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 41-yard line.
On the ready.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Fresno. One twist.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Bills.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Pollard going to try the right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
You draw closer.
Whip. Watch the whip.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now it's gone. And this is caught. It's Parker. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch the safety creep.
Cornell.
Check Mike.
On first down, it's gone. And this is Parker, complete. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Get that quarterback.
Whirling.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, Pollard. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
61, match, box, light. Shift.
Hey, watch it. Switch.
Hey! Ready?
Run for Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Hey, box truck.
They're going to look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Smooth.
No. check that.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught at the 25. A big play here for the Bills. 58 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
He's not going to get me. He's coming. We got double up.
Pilot, 64, weak.
You can choose the Mike. Watch Mike. I got one. Switch.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tony Pollard, 65 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Hey,
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavyweight.
Shell.
What you got, Heavy?
Five.
Give me
Five.
What we got? Alert.
To throw is gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Gone. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They are going for it. Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Gone. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively.
Hey, Shell.
Again, Goff. And caught by Henry. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Here's Goff. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the two-point conversion.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Goff throwing again. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
29 is Mike 29.
They'll look to throw here. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. John Ross with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter. And the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things up.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down. Goff on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They go play action here on first down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Check 24.
Tight A, exit.
Check nickel. 29.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. On third down, it's Pollard. And he spins past him and into space. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Tiger.
Buzz.
Back to throw. Goff. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Dolphins on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Goff. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
X3, 218, chop it.
On first down, it's gone. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Goff. This complete to Henry over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Dancing to his left. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They are on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. And the Cardinals scoring again. They've got that one in cruise control. A win would be their second on the young season. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Hey, get in the weight room.
Hey, Haywood.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 33 yards that time.
And the Bills first down.
Out.
General West.
No, check that.
They'll drop to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You see me? They can't stop me out here.
Back at the 25-yard line.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bills, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm